I'm about to show you 8 psychological tricks that can change how people see you. Some of these feel like cheating. Psychology isn't just theory in textbooks. It's a set of tools that, when used correctly, can dramatically shift how people respond to you. These aren't manipulation tactics. These are scientifically backed techniques that ethical persuaders, negotiators, and leaders use every single day. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use them. Let's get started. Trick number 1, the door in the face technique. This is the reverse of what most people do, and it's incredibly powerful. Here's how it works. You start by asking for something big that you know will be rejected. Then you follow up immediately with a smaller, more reasonable request. The person feels guilty for saying no to your first request, so they're significantly more likely to say yes to the second one. Why it works? It's called reciprocal concession. When you back down from your big request, the other person feels obligated to meet you halfway. They perceive you as compromising, so they want to compromise too. Real example. You want to borrow your friend's car for the day. First, ask to borrow it for the entire weekend. When they hesitate or say no, immediately follow up with, "Okay, what about just Saturday afternoon?" Your chances of getting that yes just went up dramatically. How to use it ethically. Only use this when your smaller request is genuinely what you need. Don't manufacture unreasonable demands just to manipulate someone. Trick number 2, the power of silence. Most people are terrified of silence in conversation. Use this to your advantage. When you ask someone a question or make a request, don't fill the silence if they hesitate. Just wait. The discomfort of silence puts social pressure on them to respond, and they'll often give you more information than they intended or agree to things they might have otherwise rejected. This works because humans are wired to avoid awkward social situations. Silence creates tension, and most people will do almost anything to resolve that tension, including talking when they should be thinking. Sales professionals use this constantly. After stating a price, they go completely silent. The customer, uncomfortable with the pause, will often agree or start negotiating with themselves out loud. How to use it. After making your point or asking your question, close your mouth and wait. Don't break the silence first. This works in negotiations, difficult conversations, and when you want someone to open up to you. Trick number 3, mirroring body language. When you subtly mirror someone's posture, gestures, and movements, they unconsciously feel more comfortable around you. Here's the science. Our brains are wired with mirror neurons. When we see someone we trust and like, we naturally start to mirror them. But this works in reverse too. When you mirror someone intentionally, their brain interprets it as a sign of connection and rapport. The key word here is subtle. If you're obviously copying everything someone does, you'll come across as mocking them. But if you naturally adopt similar posture, match their speaking pace, or mirror their energy level, they'll feel inexplicably drawn to you. Example, if someone leans forward while talking, you lean forward slightly. If they cross their arms, wait 30 seconds, then casually cross yours. If they speak slowly and calmly, match that pace. Warning, don't mirror negative body language like fidgeting or closed-off postures. Only mirror open positive signals. Trick number 4, the Benjamin Franklin effect. This one seems counterintuitive, but it's backed by solid psychology. If you want someone to like you more, don't do them a favor. Ask them to do you a small favor instead. Why this works? When someone does something for you, their brain needs to justify why they helped you. The easiest justification is, "I must like this person." It creates cognitive consistency. We convince ourselves that we only help people we like, so if we helped you, we must like you. Benjamin Franklin discovered this when he wanted to win over a rival. Instead of trying to impress the man, Franklin asked to borrow a rare book from his library. The rival lent it to him, and afterward, their relationship transformed. The rival had justified his action by deciding Franklin must be worth helping. How to use it? Ask for small, non-burdensome favors. Can you recommend a good book on this topic? Do you have a minute to give me feedback on this? Keep it small and genuine. Trick number 5, strategic vulnerability. People trust those who show controlled vulnerability. This doesn't mean oversharing or dumping your problems on everyone. It means strategically revealing small imperfections or admitting when you don't know something. This makes you appear more human, more trustworthy, and paradoxically more competent. Research shows that leaders who admit mistakes and show appropriate vulnerability are rated as more trustworthy and effective than those who project perfection. The trick is in the timing and dosage. Share a minor flaw early in a relationship to build trust. Admit when you don't know something, then show how you'll find out. Make a small, self-deprecating joke about a harmless mistake. Example, in a job interview, instead of pretending you're perfect, you might say, "I used to struggle with public speaking, so I joined Toastmasters, and now I actively seek out presentation opportunities." You've shown vulnerability and growth. Trick number 6, the contrast principle. The way you present information dramatically changes how it's perceived. This is all about context. If you show someone something bad first, then show them something good, the good thing appears even better than it actually is. Our brains don't evaluate things in isolation. We compare them to what we just experienced. Retailers use this constantly. They show you the expensive item first. Even if you don't buy it, everything else seems more reasonably priced in comparison. You can use this in conversations. This project is going to take a lot of work. We're looking at 12-hour days for the next 3 weeks. Pause. Let that sink in. Then, actually, if we bring in one more person, we could do it in regular hours over 6 weeks. Suddenly, 6 weeks seems totally reasonable. How to use it ethically. Use it to make genuinely good options appear as good as they actually are, not to trick people into accepting bad deals. Trick number 7, the assumed close. Instead of asking if someone wants to do something, assume they do, and ask about the details instead. Don't say, "Do you want to grab coffee sometime?" Say, "Would Tuesday or Thursday work better for coffee?" Don't ask, "Can you help me with this?" Ask, "Would morning or afternoon be better for you to help me with this?" This reframes the question from yes/no to which option. It's harder for people to say no when you've already assumed yes and moved on to logistics. This works because it bypasses the initial resistance. You're not giving their brain a chance to come up with reasons to refuse. You're moving straight to implementation. Warning, use this with people who are already somewhat inclined to agree. Don't use it to railroad people into things they clearly don't want to do. Trick number 8, the Zeigarnik Effect. People remember incomplete tasks better than completed ones. Your brain hates unfinished business. You can use this to keep people thinking about you or your ideas. End conversations with an open loop. Mention something interesting but don't fully explain it. Say, "I'll tell you about that next time we talk." Streaming services use this with cliffhangers. Your brain is desperate for closure, so you keep coming back. In professional settings, end a meeting with, "I've got one more idea I want to run by you, but let's save it for our next conversation." Now you're guaranteed engagement next time. In personal relationships, that reminds me of a crazy story, but I'll save it for when we hang out. You've just created anticipation. The key is not to overuse this. If you constantly leave things unfinished, you'll just seem scattered. Use it strategically when you want to ensure continued engagement. Conclusion. These 8 tricks work because they're rooted in how our brains are actually wired. They're not about manipulation. They're about understanding human psychology and using that knowledge ethically. Here's the thing. Everyone is already using psychology on you every single day, whether they know it or not. Advertisers, salespeople, politicians, even your friends and family. The difference is whether you're aware of it or not. Now you are. Use these techniques wisely. Use them ethically. And remember that the most powerful psychological tool you have is genuine interest in other people, an authentic connection. If you want to learn more psychological techniques that can change how people see you, hit that subscribe button. Next week, we're diving into the psychology of first impressions and how to make an unforgettable entrance into any room. And if you found even one of these tricks useful, drop a comment and let me know which one you're going to try first. Remember, knowledge is power, but wisdom is knowing when and how to use it.